just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Colorado's... will have the first crack at it in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, when you played in these games before, everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster, the crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Lewis wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got away from the D, they had no... catching it. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball.
There he goes! And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Nelson. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
The Cornhuskers will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's it, 5. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And the Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. looking to pass. It's Raiola. Caught in the backfield, it's Mills. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Back's going for the goal line. Finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost? No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting touchdown.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places. You can throw him the football, but the screen game's a big part of it, too. Try to get him going there.
3rd down, and the Husker faith is getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Got his man on the right. And he'll hold it up and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Braska.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Lewis to throw. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. They want to throw it. Heel off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Pressure coming.
And that is the way you set the tone early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play. Now deep in the opponent's territory, the defense has just been dominant on this drive.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got rid of the 35. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Might as well give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Rayola. He's got it on the right. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Offense gets set for 2nd down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lewis wants the pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
They try to get it outside on the left. Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and more. He's at the top. Touchdown, Cornhusker. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad man that shuts your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they're ready to go again. Lewis to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. On the move at the 30. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He's going for the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is...
Touchdown, Braska! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Lewis wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Price. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He wants to throw it again. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Maryland. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. On the move, it's Mills. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has the trying to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And the quarterback hung up two and sacked at the 12.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Huskers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Lewis to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his big tight end. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Punch it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Third down play from the gun. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Splits the uprights. Good. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Toss sweep to the right. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass. And they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll open the second half with a run. Turning it on! All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
They're going to ride this running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Mills. At the 40, there he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had through.
Brings it in down the left side. And with a hallelujah man. Touchdown, Cornhusker. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy, he looks like the future.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Price. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lewis wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
At the 15, he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Braska. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Looking for a crease. It's Price. That hole closed quickly and pick up a 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Line is set on 3rd down. Lewis to throw. Got his man. What a cut. Now he's loose. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Touchdown, Bucks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. They'll try to get outside. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back to the well. There he goes. Gives them some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. And the Huskers are facing 3rd and inches. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Spears the pressure. Gonna take a shot. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they got a big play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell, just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Mills.
Oh my God, stop. If you want to make the ball, it's going to be good. Nice. All needs to go through this.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. To throw, it's Raiola. They're working that left side. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now improvising. He'll throw it. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll go to the ground. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go on top. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Goes to Somalia,
It's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Still running at the 40. And what a huge chunk play. It's just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, just taking care of the football.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll keep it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And then we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Running into the open space. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and trying to ice the game, but there's nothing at this point that seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for you.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day.
Lets it fly. Intercepted to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids.
Turning it on. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Man, this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put up forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team. Bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
They got like about a bottle stuff yet?
I think they just
Oh, yeah.
it was like perfect timing. It's like that motherhood instinct. Are we ready for bottles? He said, oh. Stop it. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Mm. Your little milk run. Who's the chunkies to the mall? Who is it? Is it you? Are you the chunkiest to the mall?